New Year, everyone. And you know what that means? It's time we say goodbye to 2022 and get pumped for the new year. 2022 brought us excellent games like God of War, Elden Ring, Bayonetta, and we even got surprise gems like Stray. But with the good came the bad. We got games like Babylon's Fall, Strangers of Paradise, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, let's look forward to what we have in store for 2023. And just the first half of 2023 is stacked to the brim. We are going to be counting down titles with firm release windows for 2023. Trust me, I would love to add games like Wolverine, Black Myth Wukong, and Lost Soul aside, but they don't have firm windows yet. So let's check out my top 15 games for 2023. At number 15, we have Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by Warner Bros. My confidence for this game has been a bit toned down since playing Gotham Knights, but superhero games have gone through a bit of a rough patch. Avengers. I am excited for Rocksteady and how they can improve the superhero genre, a genre they had already perfected. And it would be nice to hear Kevin Conroy for the very last time. Rest in peace.
You wanna see what a real... Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
At number 14, we have Resident Evil 4 Remake. Now, Resident Evil 4 is a new remake in the long-running survival hit remakes by Capcom. And they have been putting this out since Resident Evil 2, and everyone has been a smash hit. Resident Evil 4 is slated to be launched at 24th March. Now, I have a rule for remakes. It's not really a rule, but this is how I feel to remakes. I believe anything lower than the PS2 is fair game when it comes to remakes. Now, I have played Resident Evil 4 on the PS2, then the PS4, then the Quest 2, but seeing the gameplay and how good it looks, my excitement went up by 1,000. I do feel Capcom shouldn't remake Resident Evil 5. I think Resident Evil 4 should be where they stop it. And I'm looking at you, Last of Us 1 and Horizon. Now, at number 13, we have Wolong. Wolong? I hope I'm saying that well. Wolong Fallen Dynasty is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Team Ninja and published by Koei Tecmo. The game is currently scheduled for release on March 3rd, 2023. Now, in my opinion, the new series is the closest in terms of quality to the From Software Soulsborne formula, so I am absolutely excited for Wolong. I played the demo and I enjoyed it. The problem I've always had with Neo has been the excessive loot. I spent half my time looking at the menu screen, deleting this weapon because it has -2 stats less than the one I just picked up. And I love the way Wolong does away with all that. I almost feel Wolong is the Sekiro counter, and that's not a bad thing. I'm still absolutely excited for it.
Your force was like that of a dragon soaring heavenward.
Protect.
At number 12, we have Lies of P. Lies of P is a Souls-like action-adventure game developed at Round 8 Studios and slated for sometime in 2023. Now, I understand how people get when they hear Souls-like game. It's an incredible tricky genre to nail down. The issue is, difficulty is what developers focus on, and the Soulsborne series is not all about that. Even games like Surge, Lords of the Fallen and Code Vein still aren't able to nail down this formula. So I'm a bit skeptical for Lies of P, but the game and the story premise have me excited to check it out. I really hope Lives of P falls into the Neo category and not into the Lords of Fallen category.
You can leave if you want.
We are the blade drawn against the endless night. Nothing will survive our wrath.
At number 11, we have Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Now, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is the follow-up to the 2011 Space Marine and is an upcoming third-person shooter hacks and slash video game developed by Saber Interactive. I played the previous Space Marine in 2011 and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very well. The sequel looks to be following in the gore-focused gameplay its predecessor is known for. I absolutely love any Warhammer content, anything, just bring more Warhammer. I even enjoyed Dark Tide. I don't know why people had issue with it. So I'm excited for more Warhammer and let's get that movie on up and moving. Henry, you don't have the shackles of Superman anymore, so let's do it.
For breath, we stand. While we stand, we fight.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
At number 10, we have Final Fantasy XVI. Now, Final Fantasy XVI is an upcoming action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The 16th main installment in Final Fantasy series is scheduled for release in 2023. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy 15. I do admit I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy faithful, but even the most diehard fans did not enjoy it. Final Fantasy 16 does look incredible and the gameplay does hold up, but I'm still going in with a bit of caution. But Final Fantasy is definitely on my most hyped games for 2023. It has been announced as a console exclusive, and honestly guys, isn't it time Sony just goes ahead and buys Square Enix? I think this whole exclusive thing, I think they should just rip the band-aid off and just buy this too. Number 9, we have Diablo 4. Now, Diablo 4 is an upcoming action role-playing game developed and published by Blizzard, and is the 4th installment in the Diablo series. Now, Diablo has a lot to prove. First of all, it has to wash out the taste of Immortal out of people's mouths, and it really has to help Blizzard get some reputation back, because Overwatch 4 is not doing Blizzard any favors right now. I love the shared open world environment, how you get to explore, roam, conquer enemy strongholds and all that, as you can focus on the story. Now, Diablo still retains its isometric systems and it brings back all the things fans that love with new improvements. I am excited for Diablo 4 and you should too. At number 8, we have Redfall. Now, Redfall is an upcoming first-person shooter developed by Arkane Studios, and it is coming out on Game Pass sometime in 2023. Arkane has gotten a whole lot of success with its games that champion different ways the player can engage with combat and the environment, and Redfall looks to continue that formula. I have enjoyed every single Arkane game, from Dishonored all the way down to Deathloop. I really do think Redfall is a big title that can help boost the Xbox lineup, and with the pedigree of Arkane, you should be excited. At number 7, Street Fighter VI. Now, I'm just going to say this caveat: I'm the worst when it comes to fighting games, but even I am absolutely hyped for Street Fighter VI. Now, I've always known that Ono has been the one leading the charge of Street Fighter VI, so when I heard he was leaving, it kind of made me scared that The game was in a bit of development hell, but Six Fighters 6 looks to be chugging along, and it looks really good. And sorry to go off on another tangent, can we just appreciate how Capcom has turned their fortunes around? Like, some couple of years ago, Capcom looked like a shadow of his former self, and I am so happy for them. The drive in Street Fighter 6 looks fresh. I have seen people complain for both sides, some like it, some hate it, but I love it, and I love how the game just bursts with color with every punch and every kick. Now I'm going to be getting Street Fighter 6 when it comes out on June 2nd, and I am going to be at least a little bit decent or not too subpar.
We're still go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
At number 6, we have Starfield. Now, Starfield is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Bethesda Game Studios. I honestly believe Starfield is the most important game right now to Xbox. I think Starfield has the power to make Xbox a player when it comes to exclusive. If Starfield can come out the gate swinging, and I'm talking about it is not another Fallout 76, it comes out swinging, Xbox can go back into the conversation for great exclusive. Now, the new generation has gotten titles like Halo Infinite and Gears 5, but Xbox needs a killer app, and Starfield might just be it. Now, if Starfield can get at least a Game of the Year nomination, it doesn't have to win, just a nomination, it is going to boost the Xbox lineup immensely.
When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only way out?
Now, at number 5, we have Star Wars Survivor. I was a big fan of Star Wars Fallen Order, and I'm excited for Star Wars Survivor. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by Electronic Arts. Now, I think, in my opinion, Fallen Order is probably the most well-received Star Wars content EA has put out since. Ever since they signed that deal with Disney, EA has gone from one controversy to another in terms of Star Wars. Now, I am glad Respawn is handling this game, and I am glad Stig Asmussen is still at the helm as game director. Now, if I'd have a wish for Survivor, I wish the game can embrace the craziness of what it means to be a Jedi. Throw in some Force Unleashed power fantasy. Star Wars Fallen Order could almost seem conservative sometimes, but I still loved it, and I am super excited for Survivor.
The more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark art,
Unforgivable curses are so named.
4, we have Hogwarts Legacy. Now, Hogwarts Legacy is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Avalanche Software and published by Warner Bros. Now, gamers, can we talk? There's the elephant in the room, which is Harry Potter. Look, I understand the controversy with its author and what she said, and honestly, I still don't know what she said. I tried to Google it, but I always see the outrage. I never really see what she said. But if I'd have one thing to tell any gamer listening to this, I said, I really hope people can support this game, because there are a lot of hard-working people who have careers, bonuses, and families that depend on the success of this game. Trust me, Discovery is with a sledgehammer right now, ready to cut off anybody that doesn't perform, and Hogwarts Legacy really needs to perform. I understand some people can't separate art from the artist, but Hogwarts Legacy looks incredible, and I really hope people get to support it. Hogwarts Legacy comes out February 2023.
This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
And number 3, we have Alan Wake. Now, I love the way games that were deemed financial failures not too long ago are making a comeback, and no one has had a bigger comeback than survival horror. Alan Wake is a new survival horror game from Remedy and is slated to be coming out in 2023. I love Sam Lake. I just love everything he does. And even though we still don't have much when it comes to gameplay details about Alan Wake 2, I am still just excited for anything Remedy does. I loved Alan Wake 1, and even American Nightmare that people seem to hate. The way you barely get to a streetlight to avoid the darkness is one of the most invigorating things ever. I really hope Alan Wake 2 still launches in 2023, although Remedy has assured it's still on track, so it's one of my most anticipated games. And number 2, we have Spider-Man 2. Now, I do not know how many people are working in Insomniac, but I am surprised I have not seen a Jason Schreier article on crunch in Insomniac. In 4 years, Insomniac has released Ratchet & Clank, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and now Spider-Man 2. So those guys are really working their ass off, and we are all here to support them because I am excited for Spider-Man 2. I am also glad the game has been announced for a PS5 only sequel. It's going to utilize all the juice that is in that console. If I'd have one wish for the Spider-Man game, I really hope you have dynamic switching like in GTA 5. Peter patrols the side of New York and Miles patrols another side of New York, and then we can have team-up battles and we can switch dynamically as the mission details.
We will.
And here we have some honorable mentions.
뒤로 물러나. 절대적이야.
Number 1, The Legend of Zelda. You knew this was on this list, like you already knew that, and just like you, I am so excited for Tears of the Kingdom. This is an action adventure game developed and published by Nintendo and is the sequel to Breath of the Wild. It is scheduled for a release on the Nintendo Switch on May 12, 2023. I think we should probably call it. This is probably going to be a nominee as the game of the year. And I am so excited for this game. I absolutely love what Breath of the Wild did when it comes to the groundwork for the next phase in open world design. You even see games like Elden Ring beginning to incorporate this into the way his game is being made, and I want to see what Tears of the Kingdom embraces that formula and advances it. Honestly guys, 2023 looks stacked and we are finally post-pandemic, so we can get to see more announcements for studios. We are also 2 years into the new console generation, so we can expect the bigger titles down the line. Thanks for watching everyone. Please feel free to list games that you are excited for in the comment section. And if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe. Peace.